Okay, so digital marketing can be a bit of a monster for business owners.
Yeah, definitely.
Like there's always something new to learn.
Mm-hmm.
And one of those tricky things is local SEO.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely one of the big ones.
But wouldn't it be amazing if like
Yeah.
mastering local SEO could be the thing that brings customers to you?
It really is. It's that important.
Yeah.
It's like location, but for the internet.
Yeah.
Local SEO, local SEO, local SEO.
Exactly.
We're diving into this blog post from Now Technology Systems. They're a web design company in Australia.
Cool.
It's called Understanding Local SEO. Boost your business visibility online.
Okay.
And it came out pretty recently, actually, just on October 30th.
So fresh off the press.
Yeah.
I like it. So imagine someone wants what you offer. They're searching on their phone. How do you make sure your business is the one they see first?
That's the real question, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, if you're hungry and you search for tacos near me, you want the top spot right. You're not going to scroll through pages of results.
No way.
And that's what local SEO is all about.
Got it.
This blog post defines it as a digital marketing strategy to show up in local search results.
So it's like on places like Google.
Putting yourself on the map, but digitally.
Exactly.
Exactly. Okay, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
But our listeners are busy people, Ryder.
Yeah.
Why should they care about this?
Well, the blog post lays out a few key benefits that can really change the game.
I'm listening.
First one is enhanced visibility.
Oh, okay.
So when people search nearby, you're right there.
So it's not just about getting traffic.
Right.
It's about getting the right traffic.
Yeah, you want those people who are actually close by.
People who are actually going to walk in your door.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, I like it.
So for example, if someone searches for plumbers in your town,
right,
they're way more likely to become a customer
than someone just browsing online randomly.
Exactly.
It's about being the right answer at the right time. Yes. And you know what? A lot of local businesses aren't really using this.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which means now is the perfect time to get ahead.
Okay.
You can stand out from the crowd.
So I'm convinced. Where do we begin?
Okay, so the blog post breaks it down into a few key things.
Okay.
And the first one, and maybe the most important, is your Google business profile.
The GBP.
Yeah, you know the one.
Yeah, I remember setting that up.
Yeah.
I felt like I was putting together furniture with instructions in a different language.
I know it can be a lot at first.
Yeah.
But this blog post really stresses how important it is.
Okay.
You need to claim it and then optimize it.
Okay, so what does that mean? What do I need to do?
Well, accurate information is really important. This means your business name,
Okay.
your address, phone number, that's what we call NAP.
Okay.
Your hours, the services you offer, it all needs to be correct.
And it needs to be the same everywhere, right?
Yes. It needs to be consistent across all platforms.
What if my website says I close at 5, but my Google business profile says 6?
That's going to cause problems. Yeah.
Okay.
It confuses people.
Right.
And it confuses search engines.
Yeah.
Google wants to give people the right information.
Makes sense.
So if your details are all over the place, Google might think that's suspicious.
Right.
And they might not rank you as high.
It's like if Google can't trust you,
Yeah.
how can potential customers?
Exactly. It's about building that trust online.
And that goes beyond just the Google business profile, right?
You got it. There are also local citations.
What are those?
They're basically mentions of your business across the web.
Oh, okay.
So think online directories, industry listings, even social media.
Okay, so it's like building up references from my business.
Exactly. You want to be listed in the right places.
And it all needs to be the same.
Yes. Consistent NAP is key.
Name, address, phone number.
That's the one. Even something small like writing street or saint
Right.
can make a difference.
Wow, I never would have thought of that.
Yeah. It's all about the details.
Okay, so we have the Google business profile. We're making sure everything is consistent.
Yep.
And building up those citations. What else is there?
Well, we can't forget about reviews.
Oh, yeah, reviews are huge.
Yeah, they're like gold.
It's like getting a recommendation, but from like hundreds of people.
Exactly. They help you build credibility.
Yeah.
And they tell Google that your business is trustworthy.
So it's good for customers and for Google.
Exactly.
I've seen some businesses offer discounts for reviews.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
The blog post has some good tips like that for encouraging reviews.
It's that little push to turn someone from browsing to buying.
Exactly. And once you get them to your website or Google listing.
You gotta keep them engaged, right?
Yeah. And that's where localized content comes in.
Okay, so what's that then?
It's content that speaks to your local community.
Okay.
So like blog posts about events in your area or articles about community involvement.
So it's about showing you're part of the community.
Exactly. People want to connect with businesses like that.
Makes sense.
And helps with Google too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can use local keywords to tell Google you're relevant to people in that area.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we've covered the Google Business Profile, citations, reviews, local content.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
Well, we can't forget about mobile optimization.
Oh, yeah, that's so important these days.
Especially for local businesses.
Right.
The blog post is very clear about that.
Like, most people are using their phones to search.
Right.
So if your website is hard to use on a phone,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to lose customers.
Definitely.
Okay, so it sounds like we have a lot to cover.
We do. But don't worry, the blog post gives us some clear steps.
Okay, what's the first thing?
Claim and verify your Google business profile.
Okay, my digital storefront.
That's it. Then make sure your NAP is consistent everywhere.
Name, address, phone number across every platform.
Yes, that's number 2.
Got it. And then,
Get those reviews. Encourage your customers to leave them.
okay, ask for those recommendations.
Yep. And create content with a local focus.
Showing we're part of the community.
Exactly. And last but not least, make sure that mobile experience is top-notch.
It all sounds great, but does the blog post mention anything specific for businesses in Australia?
They do, actually, and it's really important.
Okay, what is it?
Well, we have regulations and standards here,
Uh-huh.
especially when it comes to data privacy.
Okay.
We need to be transparent with our customers about that.
Right, so it's not just about checking off boxes. It's about doing things the right way.
Yes. Building trust with our Australian customers.
Okay, so we've gone from overwhelmed to having a clear plan,
That's the goal.
and it's all specific to Australia.
Exactly.
I like it. Now, before we move on,
Yeah.
I want to give our listeners something to think about.
Okay, what is it?
So now that you know the basics of local SEO,
Mm-hmm.
what's one thing you can do today
Uh-huh.
to start attracting those local customers?
Love it. Little action item.
Yeah. Maybe claim your Google business profile? Ask for a few reviews? Brainstorm some local content ideas.
Great idea.
The key is to take action.
Yes. Small steps lead to big results.
I love that.
But before we jump into part 2,
Yeah.
I do want to remind everyone,
Mm-hmm.
this deep dive is based on a blog post from Now Technology Systems.
Okay.
They're an Australian web design company.
Yeah.
They really know their stuff.
Cool.
So if you're looking for some help, they might be a good resource.
Great point. So for our listeners,
Yeah.
if you're ready to get serious about local SEO
Mm-hmm.
and maybe need some expert guidance,
Yeah.
check out Now Technology Systems.
Yes.
We'll include a link in the show notes.
Perfect.
But for now, stay tuned because we're going to dive even deeper in part 2.
Looking forward to it. Local SEO is kind of like bridging the gap between the internet and the real world.
I like that.
It's using what we do online
Mm-hmm.
to get people to physically come to your business.
Yeah, taking those searches and turning them into actual customers walking in the door.
Exactly. All the stuff we talked about in part 1. It's
Right.
like the Google business profile and citations.
Those reviews.
Yes, and localized content.
It's all about making it easy for the customer to find you.
Yeah, a seamless experience.
They find you online,
Uh-huh.
and then that translates to a good experience when they visit your shop.
Absolutely. And a big part of that these days is having a mobile-friendly website.
Oh, yeah, for sure, especially for local businesses.
No question about it.
Think about it. You're out and about. You need to find a coffee shop.
Mm-hmm.
What's the first thing you do?
Grab my phone.
Exactly.
Right.
And if that website is impossible to use,
Yeah.
I'm going to a different coffee shop.
Makes sense. You need a responsive website.
Okay, so responsive design, what is that exactly?
Well, it means your website adjusts to any screen size.
So it looks good on my phone,
Yeah.
my laptop, my tablet.
Exactly. On everything.
And it's not just about the design. We
Right.
talked about page speed being important
Yes. And that's even more crucial on mobile.
because people are on the go.
Uh-huh. They don't have time to wait.
If your website's slow, they're going to go somewhere else.
Exactly.
So what can we do about that?
Well, you can compress your images, streamline the code, maybe even use a CDN,
What's that?
a content delivery network. It helps your website load faster.
Gotcha. So it's all about making things fast and easy for people.
Yes, reduce the friction.
Yeah. So they can find what they need, whether it's booking an appointment,
Mm-hmm.
getting directions.
Yep, all of that.
So for our listeners out there,
Mm-hmm.
take a look at your website on your phone.
Good idea.
Would you want to stick around?
That's the question.
And if the answer is no,
Then it might be time for a change.
and remember, now Technology Systems,
Yes.
the company that wrote that blog post we keep talking about,
Mm-hmm.
They specialize in this stuff.
They do web design and mobile optimization.
So they might be a good resource.
Definitely.
But even with a perfect website, local SEO is not just about technical things, right?
You're right. It's about connecting with real people.
Like the blog post said, a lot of businesses aren't really using this.
Exactly. It's like a secret weapon.
Right.
You can get ahead of the competition.
So if you've been hesitant about local SEO,
now is the time.
yeah, don't wait any longer.
Don't let your competitors get ahead of you.
So it's not just about ticking boxes.
No, it's about being a part of your community.
Showing your expertise, building trust.
Exactly. That's how you win at local SEO.
Okay, so for our listener, what's one thing they can do today to get started?
Well, it could be something small, like updating your Google business profile.
Okay.
Or asking a few customers for reviews.
Great ideas.
Or maybe it's time to tackle that mobile optimization issue.
Whatever it is, take action.
Yes, because in the world of local business, visibility is everything.
And local SEO is the key to unlocking that visibility.
Exactly. So connect with your community
Mm-hmm.
and let the world know what you offer.
I love that.
And before we move on to part 3,
Yes.
don't forget, now technology systems can be a great resource.
Yeah, we'll include their link in the show notes.
They're experts in local SEO.
Absolutely. So if you need some help, don't be afraid to reach out to them.
Great advice.
But for now, stay tuned because we're going to keep exploring local SEO in part 3.
Can't wait.
It's about making sure it all looks good and works well together, right?
Exactly. Consistent branding across all your channels.
Yeah, a website, social media, everything.
And don't forget about storytelling.
Oh, yeah, stories are powerful.
They can really connect with your audience.
And help them remember you.
Right. So share your brand story. Talk about your values.
Show your personality.
It's all about creating a connection.
So building a strong brand is key for local SEO.
It really is.
It helps you stand out.
Yeah, and attract those customers.
And keep them coming back for more.
Exactly. Invest in your brand and watch your business grow.
Okay, so now I want to talk about local partnerships.
Okay.
It's all about teaming up with other businesses.
Right?
Exactly. Collaboration is key.
Yeah, working together to create something awesome. And it's a win-win for everyone involved.
So how do you find those perfect partners?
Well, look for businesses that complement yours.
Okay, so like a bakery and a coffee shop.
Perfect example. They could offer a special deal together.
Or a fitness studio and a health food store.
Yeah, they could do joint events or cross-promote each other.
Okay, so once you find those partners, how do you get things going?
Go to local networking events.
Okay.
Join business groups, or just reach out directly.
And be creative, right?
Yes. Find those win-win situations.
Maybe offer discounts to each other's customers.
Or team up on a marketing campaign.
And don't forget about giving back to the community.
That's a good one. Partnering with charities is a great way to do that.
Yeah, it shows you care.
And it builds goodwill.
So make those local partnerships a priority.
Yeah, collaboration is powerful.
You can achieve so much more when you work together.
Now, with all these strategies we've talked about, it's important to track our progress.
Right. We need to know what's working and what's not.
Exactly. Luckily, there are some great tools for that.
Oh, yeah. Like what?
Well, Google Analytics is a must-have.
I've heard of that one. What does it do?
It tells you all about your website traffic.
Okay.
Like where your visitors are coming from, what pages they're looking at, how long they're staying.
Wow, so it's like spying on your website visitors.
In a way, yeah, but it's all anonymous data.
Okay.
It helps you see how people are using your website.
So you can make improvements.
Exactly.
Cool. What else is there?
Well, there's also Google Search Console.
What's that one do?
It tells you how your website is doing in Google search results.
Okay, so like what keywords people are using to find me.
Yeah, and how often your website shows up in those search results.
So I can see if my SEO is actually working.
Exactly. It's a really valuable tool.
Okay, so we have Google Analytics and Google Search Console for the website. What about those citations and reviews?
Good point. You need to keep an eye on those too.
So make sure the citations are accurate.
Yeah, and consistent across all those platforms.
And respond to those reviews.
Yes, especially the negative ones.
Yeah, you don't want those just sitting there.
Exactly.
So it sounds like monitoring is really important.
It is. It's an ongoing process.
Local SEO is a marathon, not a sprint.
I like that.
The businesses that stay on top of things are the ones that will win.
Absolutely.
Well, I think we've covered just about everything.
I think so too.
From Google business profiles to reviews to content marketing.
And don't forget about mobile optimization and those local partnerships.
There's so many things to think about.
Yeah.
But it's all about connecting with your community.
Yes. Building those relationships and providing value.
And showing that you're not just a business.
Right, you're a part of the community.
So as you're working on your local SEO,
Yeah.
remember to be authentic,
Uh-huh.
be relevant, be helpful, and be consistent.
Great advice.
And don't be afraid to try new things.
The digital world is always changing.
So you need to adapt and innovate.
The businesses that do that are the ones that will succeed.
Okay, so that's it for our deep dive on local SEO.
I hope everyone found it helpful.
We've covered a lot of information,
We have.
but hopefully you're feeling ready to take your local marketing to the next level.
That's the goal.
So go out there, connect with your community, and watch your business grow.
And until next time, happy optimizing.